Welcome back, Rack Pack. Rackabder here, bringing you another episode to Road to King of Games. Today, I am finally able to show off some Dark Magician decks. As you can see, I finally managed to obtain those 3 copies of Magician Navigation that I really needed in order to make the deck possible. So, we have this deck that we're going to be doing for today's episode, and then I have, I think, 1 or 2 more decks I want to show off as well for the next couple episodes of the series. This does fall within my own kind of self-enforced rules of being budget, in that this is from a mini box, and I did say that mini boxes were fair game to go in a few multiple times. This is a little bit more, of course, on the high end of budget, so I do that it's just unfortunate, but I want to play Dark Magician, and this is the only card. Like, you need this card if you want to play Dark Magician and compete with anybody. So today we are actually going to be running a fusion version of it. I did mention this during my box review that this might be one of the best ways to play it. I was kind of wrong, and I'll talk about that when we go to the best way to play Dark Magician. But for now, we're going to be messing around at lower ranks, so why not? Let's play the fusion version and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Basically, core to the deck, 3 copies of Dark Magician. It's a Dark Magician deck, what do you expect? We have 3 copies of Magician's Rod. This is going to be our Searcher. We also have 3 copies of Magician Navigation. This is going to be our Summon Engine. So basically, what does this card do? Well, summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, and then special summon 1 level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck. So really powerful card. Gets 2 monsters immediately on board, and it's really nice because kind of what Dark Magician really needed. So we can summon any level 7 or lower. If we wanted to, we could run this with Dark Magician Girl. I might actually do a deck with Dark Magician Girl because it sounds pretty fun. But for now, we're just kind of doing this with the fusion Dark Magician stuff until I come up with the deck list for the following the Dark Magician Girl stuff. But basically, right now, it's not like this deck isn't going to be like, even the best version of Dark Magician isn't super top tier. It's still lacking a little bit of power. And in terms of fusion cards, we only have 2 options available to us. Some of the better fusion cards are just not there, so we'll talk about. I'll go ahead and talk about that. This deck would definitely be pretty strong in the future. There's a rank 7 Xyz monster, so whenever they announce Xyz summoning, there's a lot of potential for Dark Magician to get their rank 7 Xyz monster and become really strong, because Magician Navigation pretty much guarantees that Xyz monster to hit the field, assuming they don't like treacherous trap hole you or something. So yeah, really good card. Additionally, your Dark Magician on the field becomes basically a Xian, because you can banish Magician Navigation from your graveyard to target 1 face-up spell or trap card your opponent controls and negate its effects. So you can just, if your Dark Magician's on the field, you can negate whatever you want. And this is, Magician Navigation's a trap, so even in the graveyard, it's considered spell speed 2, meaning if your opponent flips up like a Wall of Disruption, you can chain that activation and all that stuff together. So really good. Definitely an amazing card for Dark Magician, and it's a lot of fun to use. So it does have one downside. Dark Magician has to be in your hand. So what are we going to be doing for that? Basically, the main card we'll be using is Illusion Magic. This is a quick play spell card. Tribute a spellcaster type monster, and then add up to 2 Dark Magician cards from your deck and or graveyard. So even if your Dark Magician gets destroyed, sometimes we'll be using this to recycle it. So that's a really good stuff. We can search all this with Magician's Rod, so adds a lot of consistency to the deck, and just really good stuff. Then we have the typical Dark Magic attack: 1,000 Knives, destroy all back row, destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. So this can be face down as well, so you can avoid some of those flip effects. And those are just, pretty standard Dark Magician spell cards that we'll be using. We also have Dark Magic Curtain if we unfortunately are unable to like set up any of our other plays, we can use this to open a Dark Magician and try to get something going. And then the big card of the deck, the other kind of core to the deck that we'll be using for this one is Eye of Timaeus. So Eye of Timaeus says target one Dark Magician monster you control, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that lists that monster. So literally you just fusion summon anything that has Dark Magician in its name. So it is very, very good. The main card that we'll be using is Amulet Dragon. It requires Dark Magician and a Dragon type monster. We don't need any of that. We just need Dark Magician on the field and Eye of Timaeus. And then Magician's Rod is really versatile because it says you can add one spell or trap card from your deck that specifically lists Dark Magician in its text. So even though this isn't a Dark Magician card, it specifically lists Dark Magician in its text, allowing us to search it with Magician's Rod. Really, really cool. Allows us to add that that consistency to the deck. So yeah, we're going to be summoning Amulet Dragon, 2900 Dragon type monster. Whenever this card is special summoned, target any number of cards in any player's graveyard, spell cards, not cards, and then banish those targets. This card gains 100 attack for each of those. So ideally, you'll immediately banish the card or the Eye of Timaeus that you used to make this card a 3000 attack monster. But you can also, banish some problematic spell cards in your opponent's deck or graveyard that might cause you some problems. Good examples are Neos Fusion. If your opponent plays that Neos Fusion stuff, you can banish the Neos Fusion, allowing you to attack in freely to the Brave Neos and not get any kind of protection from your opponent, and he'll just get destroyed. So, that's one of the main cards that I can see this being very useful for, but otherwise, there's not too many spell cards in the graveyard being a problem. Usually it's like a monster or something. But yeah, so pretty good effect. And then it does have a floating effect, meaning whenever it gets destroyed, we can special summon a spellcaster in our graveyard, so we can just bring back our Dark Magician. So it's a pretty good card. This is definitely a really strong card. And then the other fusion monster that I wish I had is Dark Paladin. So this requires Dark Magician and Buster Blader. Unfortunately, it's an ultra rare in a big box, and I do not have it. It is a very difficult card to obtain. But during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can discard one card and negate it. And this is continual or infinite as long as you have cards in your hand. So this is a constant negation of spells. It's also 2900, and it does have the added benefit of being a Dragon Slayer type monster. It does get the extra Buster Blader effects. Dragons in the graveyard or on the field boost its attack up by quite a lot. So this is I would have this in the deck, but again, I don't have it. So yeah, and then another card that I also don't have that I would highly recommend putting in a deck like this is Dark Magic Expanded. This is a quick play spell card. Dark Spellcaster type monster on the field gains 1000 attack. And then if you have two, so this gains the effects based on the number of Dark Magician or Dark Magician girls on the field or graveyard. So if you have one Dark Magician on the field, you get the 1000 attack boost. If you have two Dark Magician girl on the field, all of your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to your spells and trap. Really, really good effect. And then the third one is all of your monsters become unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of the turn. This is a really good card. Unfortunately, unlike the other card, this is a event exclusive card, which I missed both of the events that this is in. If you have this card, I would highly recommend putting it in most of your Dark Magician deck, even at one of, because again, it can be searched because it specifically lists Dark Magician. So yeah, that's about it for this deck. We're running it with balance. Basically, you have to have six monsters, 6 spells, six traps, and then your starting hand will reflect the balance of your deck. So we'll open up with at least one monster, one spell, and one trap, and hopefully that's that trap is Magician Navigation, that spell is Eye, and that monster is Dark Magician or Magician's Rod. Like, our monster doesn't really matter. Hopefully it's not Dark Illusion quite yet. Magician of Dark Illusion is also a really good card for the deck. This is just I threw a 1 of in because I think it's a very powerful card to have in a Dark Magician deck. It also looks really sick. This guy has one of my favorite card arts in the game. But basically, during your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or trap effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it has its own ways of getting out to the field. And then this second effect is really what I'm going for here. If you activate a spell or trap card while he's up on the field, you can revive a Dark Magician from your graveyard. And this is really powerful because if you're using Eye of Timaeus, you can revive the Dark Magician immediately. If you're using this card right here, you know, you can tribute the Dark Magician or tribute something to do whatever, and then now you can add him back, or add the Dark Magician back to the field. Magician's Rod has a second effect where you can, during your opponent's turn, if you activated a spell or trap card while this is in the graveyard, you can tribute a spellcaster on the field to add this to your hand. So a really common play that I've done, which we may or may not see depending, is you have both Magician Navigation and Illusion on the field. You tribute Magician's Rod for Illusion Magic on your opponent's turn, and then you search out the 2 Dark Magicians, search one of the Dark Magicians, and then summon one of the Dark Magicians, summon Magician of Dark Illusion as your second level 7 or lower summon, and then you use this effect to tribute the Dark Magician, and then on your turn you summon this, get 1,000 knives or something, play the 1,000 knives, and then you can also revive that Dark Magician that you tributed to bring back Rod. It's a really crazy effect, combo, and it's really cool, so hopefully I get showed off. And then additionally, he is Dark Magician on the field as well, so you don't have to worry about like, if he's on the field, you can use all of these effects that would normally require Dark Magician. So pretty good stuff there. We're going to save the deck. Oh yeah, okay. So, and then finally, protection. Wall of Disruptions from a mini box, so I'm allowed to use 2 of them. And then Paleozoic Canadia is a ultra rare from a bigger box. I decided this is okay because most people have at least 1 copy of Paleo. It's a very, very common card. Even if you're a budget player, I recommend grabbing it with however you need to grab it. If you need to use your dream ticket even to grab it, I would 1 copy at least, maybe 2. It's a very powerful card. So let's jump into some duels, see if we can get some Dark Magician rolling. I said we're using balance, so let's hopefully see the power that balance can bring to our deck. Ooh, Yami Yugi versus Yami Yugi. Kind of interesting. Win and ooh, we're gonna get a rank today, boys. Maybe we can get the silver with this video. I'm running balance, he's running something. Alright, so here, oh boy, this is exactly what I was talking about. So we're going to Magician's Rod. We're going to activate Magician's Rod. Let's see, what can I summon? We're not going to use that. I might grab Dark Magic Attack. Might grab Dark Magic. So we're going to set, and then set. And then we're going to end our turn. This is a really good opening hand. Holy crap, that is like a royal flush opening hand. You'll get to see the combo that I literally just described, depending on what he plays. So of course, you know, we're gonna see his stuff. If he lets me. Of course, you want to be very careful to actually tribute off your Magician's Rod with illusion magic. So some of these decks can find ways to destroy it pretty easily. So you really want to be able to do stuff like that. Oh, this will be a really good duel, dude. If he's playing Red Eyes, is he going to do anything? Is he going to do? All right, there's a face down. Come on, give me like 4 face downs. Give me like a full back row of face downs. He saw my Dark Magic Attack, so he knows I have Dark Magic Attack. So let's see what he does. Full back row. Banner of Courage. I don't care, my friend. I don't care. What does that do? 200 attack for your battle phase only. Dark Magician does not care about that. So he's gonna go in. We're going to activate Illusion Magic to tribute, add 2 monsters, or add 2 Dark Magician to our hand. And then we're now going to activate Magician Navigation. So here you'll see the play immediately. I think he gets to choose if he wants to attack again. So he's really scared. He's pretty scared. There he goes. Activate. We're going to summon Dark Magician. My ever faithful companion, Dark Magician. And then we also get to summon this guy. We're going to put him in defense mode. His attack and defense are the opposite of Dark Magician. So we're going to just... No, don't disconnect until the combo. So now we're going to activate Magician's Rod, tribute the Dark Magician, add Magician's Rod to our hand. So now, if we didn't have a card on the field that... Or if we didn't have Dark Magic Attack in our hand, we would search it immediately. So I'll actually go ahead and... we'll search the Magician's Rod. Like we had searched Dark Magic Attack with Magician's Rod. It's very, very nice. Very, very nice. It is a really good combo here. And additionally, Magician's Navigation is in our graveyard. So if he was to chain like a Treacherous... what? What? Why did you do that? What? I mean, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you attack in? There's a Dark Magic Curtain. So we're just going to do it now because we can. We don't want anything crazy happening. Dark Magic Attack, baby. Throw all of them into the graveyard. And then now we activate Magician of Dark Illusion to bring back the Dark Magician that we used to tribute. So this is good. This is good. Let's see, what does he put in here? Magical Hats and his own Dark Magic Attack. Interesting. So I'm actually going to search 1,000 Knives now. Search the 1,000 Knives. And then I also... let's just do it. Let's just do it. So this guy is kind of useless now, so we're going to get rid of him. And we're going to summon Amulet Dragon. Let's go. Yo, this was a godlike turn, or godlike game. I'm really happy. We're just going to banish everything, man. Just banish everything. All of them get sent to the banish pile, and we're going to gain so much... Oh, look at that. 500 attack. Oh, I could have done this first and got more attack. It doesn't matter. We win. We win through Sphere Karibo. Amulet Dragon! Oh, that would have been perfect lethal. Oh boy, that was a very satisfying duel. Holy crap. What a open hand. And I even got to show you the combo, man. So you summon, you tribute the Magician's Rod, and then you Magician Navigation, and then you use the Rod in the graveyard, tribute the Dark Magician, and then you follow up on your turn, which allows you to summon Dark Magician back from your graveyard. Very, very potent combo. Definitely, like, just so good, man. Just so good. Dark Magician is on top. And then if he chained any of those, like, face-down spell and trap cards, I would be able to negate it with Magician's Navigation in my graveyard on my turn. Of course, Magician's Navigation, I don't think I mentioned, doesn't activate on the turn you send it. So you have to be pretty careful about that stuff. If he were to have like an open slot and wanted to like use Econ or something, he would be able to do that without any problem because Magician's Navigation will not work on Can I speak? Will not work on the turn it's sent. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to use Magician's Rod. Man, the consistency of this is so good. Grab the Navigation. And then we have the Paleo as well. So set the Paleo, set the Navigation. If we didn't open Rod here and we got unlucky to open our Magician of Dark Illusion, we would be able to summon Magician of Dark Illusion with our Paleo. It would not be great, but it would be something, like, it would still be a play, and it would be something that we could hopefully still use. So this is great. This is really good. Really, really good. I'm quite surprised how well this is actually doing. I'm honestly, the balance is pretty nice. The balance is pretty nice. So, okay, he summons Future Samurai. This card is treated as a normal monster. Base one monster from your graveyard. Target one, destroy that target. Okay, well, I'm not really too worried about you. Are you going to suicide? What are you doing, my friend? So a lot of the players are actually playing the Quip spell. What's it called? Power of the Guardians, I think. It's an equip spell that whenever your opponent. So we're just going to activate this now, and pretty much win the game. So bam, like he didn't really do anything. So we get the Dark Magician to the field, and then we get you as well. I like having this guy out, it's really nice. If we had an open slot here, we would use Eye of Timaeus. So, tribute the Dark Magician. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not quite confident, unfortunately our Magician's Rod is still here. I'd like to have tested it, but Magician's Rod is still on the field. I wonder if... Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but we'll take it. I'm pretty sure this is still lethal. Still lethal? No. Rip, I didn't mean to put it in defense mode. I misclicked. I was trying to emphasize a point by clicking on it and I accidentally hit defense. Well, my friend, you get a second chance at life. Can you pull out the anime comeback of the century? I draw! And I get Pot of Greed! And this guy's still Dark Magician, remember that. So we can still use this to say no. No, my friend. No! You would have lost last turn. No. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. Hopefully... Ooh, reinforcements. Ooh. That means he sends one back to get a monster card. Okay, I don't know what you're playing, man. I'm really kind of... We're about to lose because I messed that up. Oh, boy. He went full... Ooh. Okay, he's got a face down. I don't know what his back row is. That's kind of... Another Eye of Timaeus? Are you actually for real? Are you actually for real right now? So let's see, if we had 20... we're going to throw him in defense mode, because that could be a wall of disruption. I'm going to set the Eye of Timaeus, and then we're going to attack the face down. Damn it, this duel would have been over last turn. I think this is a wall of disruption. He seems pretty confident in that. Oh, what is that? Dragon Knight of Creation. Maybe I shouldn't be too scared of that. Maybe I shouldn't be too scared of that. He did the reinforcements. I don't think he gets to do it again. Anti-fusion device. What is that? Destroy one face-up fusion monster on the field. I see. That is not exactly what I was thinking of. So here's the floating effect. I guess dragging out the duel, we get to see more of the deck power consistent, or more of the deck. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so Amulet Dragon gets destroyed, Dark Magician returns to the field. Pretty nice. We don't have any more negation, which is one of the reasons I was a little hesitant to attack into a Wall of Disruption. Wall of Disruption would just kind of ruin me at this point, because it would put all of my monsters to 0. Okay, now we pretty much just win. And I have Wall of Disruption, so we're going to set that. I want to win with Dark Magician. With no monsters on the field, I attack you directly. Let's go. I am the controller of fate. I trust in my cards, and my cards will be victorious. Alright, pretty cool. Man, this deck is popping off a lot harder than I expected it to. I mean, we're still playing against like 30 card decks and stuff because we're in bronze, but like, I didn't think the consistency of opening hands would be as strong as it has been so far. Dr. Crowley. I wonder if he's playing his EX structure deck. Maybe we can deny him that rank. Balance versus middle-aged mechs. Yep. So here we go. We have navigation in hand. Navigation is in hand. The one problem that this deck does run into is the monsters don't have much power. So, oh, he's going all out. He does have the EX structure deck. Gear Town is a big problem. Gear Town is a big problem. So he's got Reactor Dragon. Got another face down. I think this... So Reactor Dragon doesn't pierce, I don't think. Most of the other Ancient Gears pierce, but I don't think this one does. If this card destroys a card by battle... Yeah, if this card attacks, your opponent cannot be activated. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacks, destroy one spell or trap card on the field. So... This is kind of a problem. Kind of. I could Dark Magic Curtain into Eye of Timaeus. He has 2... I don't think we have enough to overtake this, though. I need some way to get rid of Castle, because Castle's going to... Castle's what I need. So I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to play the Illusion Magic. Wild Tornado. No! I'm pretty... Wait, okay. Select one card. Okay, hold on. Select one face-up card on the spell and trap zones. Destroy it. The controller of the destroy card sets another. If this set card is destroyed, destroy one face-up card on the field. Okay, so we don't lose that. He's just doing his own stuff over there. So we're going to Illusion Magic. And then we're going to set, and then end our turn. And then we have to turn this to on because we want to do it at the start of the battle step. Because he turns off, it's the draw phase. It's the standby phase. Battle phase. It's the end of the main phase. So we want to make sure that we do this before he gets to attack, because he can turn off... that doesn't, like, stop my card. He should have done it to the navigation. Navigation would have been turned off because I wouldn't have gotten... like, I would have... This would have been destroyed and I would have been open. I still wouldn't have died. But we're just going to defense mode. Defense mode, defense mode. And we're not going to activate Rod's effect because I don't think... Actually, no, I won't, because this guy's going to get destroyed. So I should say no. So we just want... Yeah, we don't want that. It would be nice to have... Yeah. Does he get to destroy this? No. Okay, it's only spell and trap cards. Oh, we drew 1,000 Knives, bro. You fucking... Way to go, man. This guy... Ooh, baby. And then we can still summon the Dark Magician. Ooh. What a top deck, dude. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. We still had 4 cards in our hand. We still won this because we would just do this. We would just do this. I can do this now, though. And navigation's in the graveyard now, so we can actually do stuff. I think we would have still won, even if he played properly. Oh, look at all these! Look at all these banishes, bro. 8 banishes. 8 banishes. Let's go, baby. Dark Magician popping off. 3,700. Yeah, I'm pretty sure even if he was able to... If he didn't misplay the Twin Twisters, I think we would still won because we had Dark Magic Curtain in our hand. So the next turn, I would have been able to Dark Magic Curtain, summon Dark Magician, and go from there. So he would have done 3,300 damage after destroying Magician Navigation. But I'm pretty sure I would have still been able to come out on top with that. So man, Dark Magician coming in hot. With the Fusion variant, no less. The Fusion monster does add a little extra power. So it is pretty nice, but it's still kind of lackluster. Like, imagine if we weren't running that fusion monster, or we were able to, like, even with the fusion monster, we had to wait until a certain number of spells and traps were in the graveyard before we would get over that reactor dragon. So very unfortunate, but I think he's playing Mind Scan. Okay, so after the third turn, he can see our face downs. Ooh, this is unfortunate. This is one of those unfortunate starting hands where we do open the Dark Illusion instead of a Magician's Rod. So, not too bad. What is he playing? Witch of the Black Rose? I've never heard of that card in my life. I have Timaeus though. We're just going to set. We want to make him have to choose, but I guess that was kind of unnecessary. He has Mind Scan. I forgot. If he wasn't playing Mind Scan, this is the proper play because we want to make sure that he is forced to choose one of his back row cards. Like if he were to try and destroy them or something. So that's the proper play. So, ooh, he's playing. What the hell is this stuff going? This card cannot be special summoned. When this card normal summon, no cards, draw a card. Okay, what? She's a tuner. She's a tuner monster. Is he about to Synchro Shokan? Yeah, he is. Oh boy. What are you playing? A rank 8? Thought Ruler Archfiend. What? It doesn't target, so we're going to activate this. Sorry, my friend. It's a non-targeted spell and trap card, so you can't negate it. Or you can do that. Can I still... Nope. Nope. Nope, I can't use that. Oh, boy. I did not see that coming. Oh, there's a... lol. Nice try. During battle phase... During a trap card during the battle phase. Oh, boy. So it was literally designed to destroy Wall of Disruption. Hopefully he doesn't draw another one. Okay, declared a battle. He thinks he has win, but he doesn't. We're gonna do attack mode. He gets to decide if he wants to continue the attack. Yep. All right. Whew. Dark magic attack as well. What is this? Eye of Timaeus. We're going to just activate our Eye of Timaeus. Fusion summon Amulet Dragon. Unfortunately, he's not Dark Magician in the graveyard, so we don't get to have that added benefit of resummoning it. So he's below 3,000 life. He can no longer see our back row cards. He does know that this is an Eye of Timaeus. Magical Mallet. Alright, so he doesn't like his hand. He's gonna recycle one of them. Hopefully get a combo going, I guess. Back row card. This is one of the downsides of switching out Amulet Dragon. And that is we no longer have Dark Magician on the field, so we can't play it. I don't trust that back row card. He seems pretty confident in it. I'm just going to wait. We have Magician Navigation. I think we have the better setup here. So we're just going to... He's going to end his turn. We're going to summon Dark Magician. And we're going to use our Dark Magic attack on his turn. My ever faithful companion, Dark Magician, to the field. Magician's Rod 2. Dark Magic attack. Blow up the back row. So he was bluffing? Nah, Dimensional Prison, I knew it. And we win. Let's go, baby. Popping off with Dark Magician, even with a brick. That was a brick. The like that's why I put the one copy of Magician of Dark Illusion in, because we do have cards that activate on our opponent's turn. So if we have a situation like that, we can hopefully make the comeback with him, available to us. So, man, that was really good. Holy crap! Rank 2 silver. Let's go, baby. Alright, so that will be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you had a good time. If you're looking for more Duel Links content, please subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you are informed when I upload more videos. I will be continuing my road to King of Games with more episodes in the future. And the next episode will be another Dark Magician themed deck. I don't know if I want to reveal the optimal version of it yet. Honestly, this is feeling pretty good, so I'm not too... maybe I'll play this one even more, because this isn't going to be new decks each video. It's just kind of at the start that I want to do this, because, you know, silver rank, we don't need to go too try hard. So I do kind of plan on playing a lot of Dark Magician in the later ranks and later stages, but for now we're just going to kind of spice it up, throw things in here, and see what works. So but yeah, please leave, if you enjoyed it, please like. If you have any questions or comments, maybe some decks that you might want to see, please comment in the video description below, and I will see if I can make them happen. Again, we are trying to keep this as budget as possible, so I can't throw together some of your some crazy decks, you know, with more expensive cards. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Later.